Now, for perspective, that same US women's team went on to win the Women's World Cup again in 2019. So they were the best in the world at the time, and they continued to be the best women's soccer team in the world afterwards. But in the middle, they got beaten by 15-year-old boys. And that's not the only example either, but we need to talk about money, remuneration, how much these athletes get paid. Because if we're comparing like for like, well then instead of comparing what the top women get paid versus what the top men get paid, shouldn't we compare what the top women get paid compared to the men that they can actually defeat? I mean, how much do 15-year-old boys get paid to play soccer? Not much. You know why? Because they don't draw much of a crowd. There's no business model. The entertainment factor just isn't there because they're not faster or stronger or better. How much would you pay to watch a tennis tournament made up only of the men's players ranked 200 and below? Not much, because if you're a sports fan, that's not what you're here for. You're here to see the best play against the best, and in almost every sport that you can name, certainly any physical sport, women are at too much of a disadvantage biologically to be competitive against the best of the men. Again, sorry, that's just how it is. And don't come at me with some BS about, oh, how about you go out there and try and play them? I bet they'd kick your ass. Yes, of course they would. I'm not trying to be a professional tennis player, nor am I the one complaining about pay. I'm not saying they couldn't beat an average Joe Schmo with a dad bod like me. Of course they could.